Welcome. We're back after a holiday weekend. Welcome back to No Seatbelts. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff, social media stuff. We're here at Duck's house.
Again.
Probably
for the last time.
We'll get into that.
We'll get to that.
This is, episode 5?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think it's episode 5. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got our ever-present producer here in the background.
The junk man.
So we wanted to get it rolling here. First and foremost, we want to say congratulations to Hope, Rick Noe, and his wife. Congratulations. As you guys know, if you listened to the last episode, we were at Rick's house this weekend for a gender reveal / Memorial Day party.
Yep, great
time. And what a better way to salute the troops than find out that Rick and his wife are having a boy and a girl.
Yeah, it couldn't be any better. Right?
Yeah, great.
Perfect. If I was having twins, that's what I would want.
Right, yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, that's amazing.
So congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to the family. All the family was there. It was a good time. Obviously, the whole family's super excited. We're excited. We know you guys have been going at this for a while, and it's been some ups and downs, but you guys are being rewarded in the best way possible, which is, 2 twins, and like Duck said, one of each, which is awesome. Which I didn't vote that. Did you vote that?
I voted 2 girls just because Rick has terrible luck, and I figured that's what it would be.
I voted 2 girls, too. I voted 2 girls because I wanted him to have 2 girls like I do.
Right.
So we were in the same boat.
But you even said having 2 girls is awesome, so.
It is. No. It is. But he's definitely hitting it big, or hitting the lottery as far as twins are concerned. That's awesome.
Heck yeah. Congrats, Rick. I love you, brother. Wife, love you too. You guys mean the world to me, and 2 more troops added to the army that we've started. So, awesome. Great party. Both families are amazing. You two are amazing, and you're perfect for each other in every way. And you can't say that for a lot of people, and now you got 2 hellions to raise. So, joy.
Yeah. So everything they're going to get from me and Duck, as far as gifts are concerned, is going to be all No Seatbelts merch.
Yeah, right.
We have to get onesies made.
Diapers, too.
With their dad's logo.
Oh, true. Didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. Yeah. I'm not ever getting you anything, but whatever. I mean, I'm paying you millions.
Yeah, really. Whatever. We're going to make so much money.
But yeah, so that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you guys, and can't wait to see what's next for you. And suck it.
Yeah, suck it.
But yeah, so cool start to the week, right?
Yeah.
It was Sunday.
Yeah.
Then as the week progressed for me.
This is okay. So just to give everybody a forewarning here. Yes, Duck is correct. We had a very cool start to the week on Sunday at Rick and wife's house.
Right.
And we had a lot of fun. We had too many beers. We were there later than we should have been. But we had a great start to the week. We progressed through the week. We got to Golf League Thursday, which you guys know is a big deal for us. So we got to Golf League Thursday, and Duck's week started to take a turn, I would say.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, we've talked about Project X. This is going to be a little send-off. Promise to never talk about her again, as there will finally be some closure.
Yep.
As most of you know, well, most of you that listen definitely know, it's been a pretty tumultuous 3 months here for me, with some ups and downs. I just got promoted, which is great, but it's hard to, kind of give it your all and focus at your job whenever you're going through, some personal shit. No matter, what breakup with who or whoever is always tough. But we entered into a lease together last August, 18th month lease, and as we know, she left in March, and I was like, okay, got to deal with this shit till February. Like, this is just going to be, and every, when she agreed, she'd pay the rent, till we were over. Great, that's fine, awesome. It's hard enough coming into a place, every day and sleeping here and, trying to go about my day knowing that that person lived here with me, and we picked these things out and did this and blah, blah, blah. So fast forward to last week I got a text saying she needed off the lease. Whatever, that's great. Awesome. So, me being the giant passive pushover
For sure.
that I am, and like I stated in the one episode, you know, the things I say on here are ridiculous, and the things that I do and are ridiculous, but it's not an act, but it's not really me. Andy, knows, Geed knows, any of the guys that are close to me could tell you what actually a good guy I am. And through this whole thing, I've been, very giving and caring and trying to make sure I took it, the proper steps, like an idiot, like a big, giant idiot.
Sissy.
So at golf, obviously, I was, out of, my normal self, and, the guys saw that and started talking to me about it. And, luckily, as such great friends, pushed me to be done completely and get over.
Well, I mean, I want to add to that. It's not that we were saying like just randomly like you should probably close this chapter down. It was based on the last 3 months,
right?
And seeing
I've done a lot and gotten nothing in return. I've only thought about her and not myself.
Yes, and seeing how you were acting and knowing how you are, like you said, how we know that you're very passive and can tend to be a pushover when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah, and I don't want any drama, unnecessary drama.
Yeah,
I
right.
just want to try to be a good guy and do the right thing. And
so we got in Duck's ear a little bit, and he was talking to us about the situation, and we were like, look, man, like something's got to give here,
right?
And like this whole situation with her paying rent and you paying bills, but she's not here, like. It just doesn't make sense. So let's make a move. And
right. So now it's Monday. It's going to be official finally. Thank God. But it was a crazy day, back and forth with the text. I was sending them to Andy and Rick, and they were just like, Jesus, man.
By the way, we're geniuses.
Yeah. She said that you and your genius friends decided this yesterday, didn't you?
We're geniuses.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Genius.
Project X. Just so you know, I do test at a genius level. Big deal.
So the chapter's finally closing, and it's great. And I just want to say a couple things for all the nice guys out there. Do yourself a favor. If it's coming to you and your mental health and your future and your finances, take care of you first. Don't just be a pushover and let someone, treat you how you shouldn't be treated. As they say, kings, we're kings. And for the girls out there, which are 57% of our listeners.
Yeah.
If you're doing this to someone, this goes for guys and girls.
Of course, yeah.
If you're, if you're put in this situation, do your best to, make the right arrangements and not handle things a certain way. Like, if you're ever going to break up with somebody, do not do it over a text while you're at work.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, like, that's just mind-blowing to me. So even that alone I should have been done from that. But whatever. So I just want to close that chapter and not talk about her ever again after this episode and just kind of be done with it. And I texted you last night late, and Rick as well, and let you guys know how much I appreciate, you putting up with my bullshit. I know it's stupid and hard, but we all go through things. But
of course.
So, Rick, again, I love you, man. Thank you. Appreciate everything. And Andy, obviously, I appreciate you and, pushing me to be...
Look out for yourself.
An asshole.
Well, I mean, just look out for yourself for once, man.
Yeah.
So, listen, that's what's great about our group of friends and you guys that are listening. Obviously, the majority of you guys are fairly close with us. We run a tight ship, and everybody kind of has everybody's back, which is cool. Which is obviously, it speaks to the support that we're seeing on what we're doing. So we do appreciate it, and it's. We talked about Project X. Previously, and like Duck said, we'll no longer talk about Project X. Duck is, in my opinion, moving on to bigger and better things. There's obviously going to be some changes to his situation, but
for the good.
For the good, though, long term. And like I said, and just kind of building on what Duck was saying about anybody out there listening, like, you never make every decision correctly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's
and the
impossible.
key is, and I know this sounds cliche, but the key is when you do finally, regardless if it's a year, year and a half, however long that decision lasts initially, and you think it's the greatest thing ever, it doesn't even need to be like a relationship. It could be a lease on a fucking car or something.
Anything.
But anything that you commit to that you think at the time is long term and it isn't, ends up not being, like, you can always look back and be like, look, that original decision 12 months ago, I'm an idiot. Good job, idiot.
Right,
But
yeah.
like, at least that's a learning point, right? You say,
Right.
like, okay, I see what happened there. And then especially now, like in your particular situation, I hope you learned or understand that, number one, you have people in your corner. Number two, you need to take into account your own self and well-being. And by the way, anybody that hears the crinkling in the background, it's our producer shoveling fucking dill pickle sunflower seeds.
Down his gully.
God, it's better than the old fucking nuts that he was eating last time we were here.
I'm surprised you didn't take those.
Yeah, really. She should have them. Geed fucking hands in all of them.
But yeah.
So, I'm glad that you're good with it. Obviously, if shit comes up, we're all here for you. We got your back.
Yep.
But good. I like it. We got some closure. We got that chapter closed. We're going to move on, bigger and better shit.
But again, guys, if any of you are going through stupid shit, just get through it. Get around people that love you. Even people that don't love you, I might hate you, but shoot me a text, shoot me a DM. I'd love to talk. I mean, I know we talk a lot of shit on this thing, but the world sucks and it's hard to get behind certain things and make decisions. And if anybody ever needs to talk, I know I say some fucking stupid shit like, oh, I'll kill myself. Like, I know people have those real problems in life, and I'm not making light of any of it. That's just what we do here. We're not trying to.
Yeah, right.
We're just being ridiculous. But if anybody does have any issues or problems, reach out to someone, talk to somebody, and enough of the therapy because
that's
ain't
good
us.
though. No, this ain't us. No, but like you said, this is therapeutic.
This is us off of the mic.
Yeah, right. We just have the mic in front of us
Right.
now. No, so anyway, I appreciate you sharing that with us and everybody that's listening. That's good. I think that's going to help people and kind of let you guys know that of course we're ridiculous, but we got real life shit going on.
And we're real people and we care about a lot of people and we do a lot of good things and but
we'll just never show you guys.
Yeah, like I said, if people that didn't know us, like right now, it's just the bubble that knows us. Mm-hmm. So like they probably know a little bit more as to the people we are. But once we get bigger and people are listening to these episodes, they're probably going to be like,
"Who the fuck are these?
Yeah, there's no way they're that way.
Can't be real,
right? Exactly. So
again, listen to this one.
Yeah, right.
So
again, it's good to have good people around you, and it sucks for me. My family's super small, never meeting my dad, and obviously make jokes about that. And it's not a big deal to me. I really don't care that much because I was raised by two wonderful people, and but my family's super small. And I'd always tell my grandmother that, she's like, family matters more than anything. I'm like, my friends are my family, and that's always been that way. Like, I love my mom. Obviously, she's a great woman, but
of course,
there's more of you guys, a ton more of you guys than there are, the people in my life, actual family. And you guys are my family, and it just goes to show. I mean, it's been over 20 years now, and we're still chugging along. So
it's great, man. And we got a good thing going. We're gonna keep chugging along, but so that's just a little update. Real life stuff for you guys.
So enough of the gay nerdy stuff.
Yeah, enough with the nerdy gay stuff. But here's the what I did want to bring up is we have a little bit of development on the video front. So I have figured out how to get some video going. Now, I'm still working through the details on how to be able to sync the audio with the video, but it's coming. And I think our first video episode, which hopefully here is soon, but I think our first video episode is probably going to be a wine tasting with none other than Mark Grando, a.k.a. Salmona Imports.
Big fan.
We're gonna do some wine tasting with him, and I don't know, maybe we have some other guests on, maybe we have some other palates.
Well, we were trying to get a guest this week, but you guys are going away tomorrow, and this is kind of just impromptu, and more or less a therapy session for me to have you guys here today, which is great. I'll probably cry my eyes out when you guys leave, but yeah. So I can't wait for that video shit because it'll be good to see what we do while we're doing it, even though we're just standing here pounding beers and being us.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna be cool. We'll see what happens as far as like uploads and stuff like that because I know actual video with footage takes a lot longer to upload to YouTube. So.
Right.
I mean, we'll have to work through that. Christ, we learned this in a month, so we'll learn that, and we'll figure it out. So keep an eye out for that. We'll make sure we keep you guys up to date on Instagram and shit like that. As far as like if a video episode is going to be out, I'd love to get to a point where we could do some video clips and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
So we're getting there, slowly but surely, but we're getting there.
Guy shoveling seeds into his mouth like a
First of all, he's probably going to have to work the camera.
Yeah,
which is. We're screwed. You guys will probably only see the ceiling. You'll see the ceiling and you'll hear us.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I just want to talk about something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a little impromptu. We didn't have a lot of time to discuss a lot this week, and we were like, what are we going to talk about? And we knew that, and I opened my notes and I was just going through some of the things that I had like written down so we could talk about. And the second one, I don't remember putting this in, and I don't even know where my mind goes. And I'm surprised when I sent this to you, you didn't say, what the fuck? The second one says, go to tickle move.
Oh, I knew what that was. You'd mentioned to me about that before.
But what is it then?
You don't know what it is? I thought you said what's your go-to tickle move if you had to tickle somebody. Mm-mm. Like, do you go feet? Do you go armpit?
Nah, none of that. That doesn't. I'm pretty
it has
sure
something to do with sex.
Listen. I'm telling you, like, you can ask me as many questions as you want. I don't fucking know. It says go to tickle move, and I don't know why. And I mean, the rest of them I can understand, but that I don't know. I don't know.
Well, then here's something fun we can do. Since this is kind of like you said, an impromptu. We wanted to get something down on vinyl, as they say, because, well, just to touch on that. So I am going to be gone this weekend. Hopefully you guys are listening to this weekend, and if you guys are listening to this weekend, I'm floating down the Allegheny River with our boys, my buddy Ty, I should say. It's his bachelor but not bachelor party because of COVID. It fucked everything up, so he ended up actually getting married already, but they're doing their reception afterwards.
Right.
So this was always his planned bachelor party, so we're continuing. We're going to still going up to Tynesta, doing a canoe trip, 15 miles, 7 miles, drink all day, float, sleep overnight. Duck will not be there. Neither will Geed, actually. And there's a couple of our people that won't be there. And, for other reasons, like work and shit like that.
Well, I just don't want to be out. I don't.
Duck's a sissy. Duck's a sissy. And the fact that we were going to be outside in wilderness and there wasn't going to be pavement around, he was freaking out. So,
well, yeah, I'd rather go to a spa and like get my nails did up.
I bet you would. So, but anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. So we don't have a huge agenda.
What a good producer, you know what I mean?
Very good, man. By the way, our producer is still hammering fucking seats. Jesus Christ.
Shovel monster.
but
he's gripping us beers.
He's grabbing us beers. So one thing I wanted to talk about that I think lends itself well to just a recent thing. So you and our producer Geed ended up at the bar pretty late last night, right?
No.
So they were at a local bar that we.
What did we just say though? What did we just say
about not doing
that?
That's what I'm saying. Like me and Duck talk all the time, like after golf league. And there's been a night or two that we would go to Paradise Pub after. It's on our way home, and we would stop there. But
not even that. Even just staying at the course and pounding beers.
Yeah, I know. But like, just go fucking home.
Yeah.
Like that's why I know. Like Abby always says to me, just go home.
Right.
But like I don't want to.
No.
Not that I hate home, but it's just like
I'm
having a good time.
Right. Exactly.
But so anyway, you guys ended up at Paradise Pub. Mm-hmm. Another late night last night.
Well, and, that's the thing too, because Guido was like, "Well, what's you want to? I don't got to work tomorrow," and I was like, "Okay, yeah." And he's like, "But we're only." He didn't have to work, and he's the one that said, "Let's go for a couple."
Well, of course, you knew that was a lie.
I don't
that was always going to be a lie. If he didn't have to work, he's lying.
I know, but I believed him.
And I love that he blamed it on who showed up. He was like, oh, but so and so and
Yeah,
so and so
yeah,
showed
yeah,
up,
yeah.
so like we were bullshitting. No, he didn't have to work. He was full bore.
Blind.
He was 100%.
And then he asked me when he got here. He goes, "What time did we leave?" I was like, "We closed it down." He goes, "I don't even
I
remember."
literally remember. So anyway, but one thing I wanted to bring up, and the reason this came up in my head is because we were just talking before we got on the mics here about that that night last night, and Geed saying that. But have you ever realized that bar, no matter when you drive by it, looks super fucking busy?
Yeah, 400 cars.
There's 400 cars,
Yeah.
and then you go in, there's 7 people in there.
No one's in there. There's
Okay, so
negative
my
people.
question for you is, do you think every single person in that bar drives separately?
They have to each drive 2 cars somehow.
Or a buddy of ours, Chad, literally told me one night he thinks they're fake cars.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking genius, but I do. Yeah, there wasn't that many people there. I mean, the bar was like the bar was full, but
Unless
other
they
than that-
have 15 workers in the kitchen, which I know they don't.
right. Yeah, there's only so many workers there. I mean, it only takes so many. Yeah,
It-
I honestly,
Dude,
I don't know. That
blows my mind.
Yeah,
That's the only
you're
bar
right.
that I
I
know.
really thought about that.
No matter when you drive by, like you can never go, there's nobody there, because you drive by and you're like,
There's 40 cars.
oh
Yep.
man, there's 25 cars in the parking lot.
Yep.
And you go in, there's half the lights are off, and it's just Melissa and 4 dudes at a bar. Half the TVs are off, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, that's. I didn't even think about it until you said it, but now I 100%
Right?
know what you're talking about because it happened yesterday. I was like, damn, this place is. And there was not that many places to park, and sure enough, go inside, no one.
Yeah, there was nothing more I wanted to talk about other than you were talking about the pub, and it popped in my head like, holy shit, man.
But I love that now it's opening back up and
Oh,
they're
finally,
allowed to stay. Especially now being in a single life, like COVID with a significant other wasn't terrible, but like being a single person in COVID is misery. So I'm happy.
Oh, well, yeah, it's opening back up. Everything's getting back to normal, thank God. If you guys are out there and you're vaxxed, cool. If you're not, cool. Cooler. Geed's a sheep, by the way.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a what?
No, he just tells people he is. He lies to everybody.
What did you say?
A sheep.
Of what?
He's sheeple. He got vaxxed.
Oh, did he?
No, he
Okay.
didn't really.
Yeah, okay. I know a lot of people that did. So good. I mean, that's good on you guys. I talked to a doctor and he told me, if you're not getting vaxxed, don't worry about it. There's going to be herd immunity with how many people are getting vaxxed. But that's for a different discussion and a different guest.
Different guest. Yeah, we'll definitely have that guest on coming up. So anyway, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted you to, because
Man,
we
my
have
feet
talked about.
stink.
You don't wear socks.
Shit. Well, no, and then my work shoes either. Like
You don't wear socks at all.
I
like
mean,
ever.
If I have like my dress shoes on, yeah, but like those Vans that I wear, no, like for work, yeah. Because I don't like those ones that like are meant for like shoes like that. They just, I don't know, they like roll under my feet.
No, I get what you're saying. Like I have a polo kind of like slide on penny loafer looking thing.
Right. So I started spraying my feet with cologne and my shoes with cologne. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
such a horrible idea.
yeah, it's not working.
No, you need to buy the spray powder.
Yeah, I need to do something. Yeah.
It's odor reducing and it helps your skin. Like you're spraying fucking alcohol on your feet.
I don't know. I thought it'd work. I mean, you'd smell it because I mean that's a great,
How terrible are your feet right now? Let me see it.
like looking.
Yeah.
No, I have great feet, but they just smell.
Well, then they're not great feet.
Look, dude.
God damn it! Did anybody else hear how fucking heavy that hit?
Like, dude, I don't know.
You can't pick your fucking leg up that high.
arthritis, man.
That is true.
I
By the
mean,
way,
I'm
it's a
honestly
3 foot fucking counter. He can't put his foot up on.
Yeah, it comes up to my waist. I'm surprised. I don't know how I did that, to be honest with you. But I don't think I could do it.
I heard everything go.
Because of my knee. Yeah, there's no way. It's all the higher you can get it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You can't run.
I can't do anything.
If you got chased, you'd be dead.
Or they would just be like, what is this guy? And just
They'd
leave me
feel
alone.
bad for
Yeah,
you.
leave me alone. This poor
Like a
fucking guy.
wounded deer.
Yeah. So, no, I definitely can't. I can't. That's all the higher I can go.
That's amazing.
But, yeah, so.
I want you to pick. Here's what I want you to do. Just because this is going to be a nice, consistent, concise episode.
We're already going places.
Well, of course. But I wanted you to pick something out of your notes and talk about it.
So,
Because
I can't really find anything because it's not a lot that I really think is going to be funny. But I will talk about
I'm not
this.
worried about being funny. I'm worried about where people start getting what's the real world thing? And start getting real.
Okay, then let's get real.
Okay, let's get real.
So, at work about I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I had this lady, and I've dealt with her a couple times, and she's great. She's hilarious. But I've never really gotten to know much about her other than she like lives in New York, but she teaches in Hopewell, or I don't know. I don't know the whole story.
What?
Yeah, listen, because she would call me and she'd be like looking for something that she got, and I'd be like,
She's really taking advantage of the COVID, huh? Working
listen,
remotely.
I don't like asking a lot of questions because I don't really want to know a lot about a lot of people. I'd rather let's just keep it.
Buy your shit and get out of here.
Yeah, but she's super nice, and I still don't understand it. But she would call because she'd be like, well, I need to know what day it might be in because I'm, and she told me that. So anyway, she had stopped back in. She was getting another pair of glasses, and she's like this cool, like hip older lady, and she'll get like a tint and super cool. Anyway, so she sits down, and I don't know how we got started talking about what was going on in my life, breakup and whatnot. And damn, I can smell that through all the way from over here. That burp.
Really?
Yeah. Holy shit.
What does it smell like?
Toad venom. No, dill pickles, actually.
Dill pickles, yeah.
Holy shit. But speaking of holy shits, my shit yesterday at your house.
Oh my God. Fucking ruined that downstairs bathroom. I gotta redo that next.
Tore the paint off the ceiling.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, so this lady, we start talking, and she hands me like a couple cards, and it looked like holistic stuff, which I'm really into. I believe in all the holistic healing, and especially with stuff with arthritis and
Yeah, okay, dude.
getting off of pharmaceuticals, and I believe in that. So I was like, oh, listen. She was like a spiritual like leader or something, and she starts talking real fast. She told me to say a word or something like 3 times, and I don't know, she might have put a hex on me, to be honest with you. I don't really know. Like, I'm scared to like even get high because
she'll go to another dimension.
Yeah,
and she'll be there waiting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. With who knows, maybe some cool shit. Maybe I should. But so I'm pretty sure she's a medium, and it was super cool because by the end we're talking. We talked about no seatbelts, and hopefully she's listening. She probably isn't, but
she already knows what we're gonna say. That's why.
Right. She's like, say this phrase or sentence or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up, getting to a point. Like, she just said she knew enough about me, so she was throwing out basic phrases to be like, oh, because I told her I had arthritis, and she was like, oh, let me guess, your shoulder hurts. And I was like, no. And she's like, well, it's got to be something with your shoulder. And I was like, well, I played baseball. She goes, exactly.
I could be a fucking medium.
Right. So just like real basic stuff.
Exactly. Like she fucking called it.
Right.
Well, exactly.
Oh, I knew it. So, and she did that with a bunch of things. I don't remember all of them, but the one thing that really fucking got me was she said, do you know an Emily? And I was like, yeah. She's like, is this somebody you would want to get a champagne. Her thing is champagne. I don't understand, but she's like, this is somebody you would get a champagne drink with. And I was like, absolutely not. And just to preface this, Emily, one of our best listeners, I wasn't talking about you. I was actually talking about a girl I used to work with who was terrible, and she was ridiculous. And so, no, I did not want to get a champagne with her. So she's like, well, I don't know in what aspect or how or what, but Emily's going to be super important to you, right? So I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. I don't believe you. I kid you.
Not that particular Emily, just an Emily.
An Emily,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Just some Emily was going to have a meaningful impact on my life.
Right.
So I was like, okay, whatever. So I kid you not, the very first next swipe on Hinge, girl's name was Emily.
That's pretty crazy.
So, and I didn't think anything of it. Nothing came from it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then going through the next, week or so, started to realize our friend Emily is super big into the pot, and she really, really enjoys it. So it was just kind of full circle. Again, it could just be a name that was thrown out, but for it to have 2 instances like that really was like, oh, maybe she didn't know what she was talking about. Maybe I should go back and talk to her. But
do you know an Emily? And you were like, yes. She was like, exactly.
Right, exactly. She was like, are you a man? Yep. She's like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. So it brought me, we talked about this a little bit, but it brought me to the point where we're talking about I feel like I live in a simulation. Just some of the things that happened to me. And I've always felt that way. And there's so many times where like things happen. I'm just like I know our phone's listening to us. So if I'm like, oh yeah, big giant dildos, and then I look on my phone and there's a thing for big giant dildos.
Yeah, but what's different, what's crazy is they know it's only big giant black dildos.
Yeah, right. So, but this in this particular case, I was in Doc's office and we were talking about like celebrities or something. He was like, oh, I really like Keira Knightley. And then he was like, oh, I really like that Natalie Portman. I was like, well, they look almost identical. Like sometimes you won't be able to tell them apart. So I leave, I go out, and I'm sitting talking to Allie, and we're BSing, and I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I was like, one of those things, these celebrities that look alike. And the second fucking slide was Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman. Like, that just, I don't know. That's not a coincidence.
It's very weird. Don't get me wrong. It's very weird.
Right.
Now, did your phone hear Doc say that?
But it wasn't an ad. It was Instagram. So, I mean...
Was it a sponsored post?
No, it was just a regular post, something I follow.
Yeah, okay.
Some stupid thing like fucking hood clips or something. I don't know, whatever it is. But yeah, it was just mind blown. And it's been happening more and more lately.
Maybe you should play the lottery. Have you seen any numbers?
I don't see anything. I just feel it in my soul. It's weird. But it's...
Feel it in my soul.
Yeah, I have a lot of those situations that happen to me. You don't have anything like that ever happens to you?
I'll tell you what. Probably.
Do you believe in mediums?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said.
Not even remotely.
Yeah, see, like I said, we talked about the last episode. Until I really know for sure, I can't. But
like, if somebody could see somebody's future, like they claim to, they wouldn't request money. Now, in your particular situation, she didn't. But
yeah, she just did it. But maybe she
wouldn't have a business requesting money. Because, like, what would you do if you could see the future?
Cry?
I definitely wouldn't tell anybody I could see the future.
Yeah, true. I'd keep it to myself.
Guess what I would do? Win a bunch of money.
Yeah, and see the future.
And then I'd forget the rest of the future.
Right. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
get the money and go.
So, I mean... People in that particular profession, and I look at it, I put them in the same category as magicians, right? They're very good at manipulating people.
Yeah.
And
situations,
asking
scenarios.
Situational scenario awareness. They're very smart.
Right.
Super smart.
Right.
Because they can read you and, like, watch you get out of a chair and go, oh, do you have arthritis? And you're like, holy shit, man.
Right. Yeah.
Now, granted, you get out of a chair like an 80-year-old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, have arthritis. Either that,
right,
or I'm slow.
Like I said, there are certain feelers you could throw out, and you can make assumptions on things.
Now, I will say this: I did have one experience. This is weird that you bring that up. Maybe this is the medium, but at project graduation, and the only reason it's fresh in my memory is because Central Valley is setting up project graduation by my house. And me and Geed and my dad were talking about it. But at our project graduation, there was a palm reader.
Okay.
Right? Which I think is also bullshit. But whatever. I mean, maybe I'm an asshole and I'm uneducated. Sure. But one thing I will say about this palm reader, so we were seniors in high school. It was after graduation, the night of graduation, and they lock you in the school, as you know.
Yep. And
this palm reader, I remember this because it did stick with me. So I handed her my hand, and she does all the like, this is your love line, this is your lifeline, whatever. And she said, I forget where she pointed on my hand. Now I look at it because I fell into the fire so many times. Which we could talk about. So my handprint is completely changed. But one of these lines, I remember her grabbing it and saying, "This is very interesting." And I was like, well, "What is that?" She was like, "You're very technical." I was like, "Okay, so like, what's that mean?" She was like, "I see like an engineer in your future or something." And like I went to school for engineering. Now, did I declare that already and she just like got a record of some sort? I don't know.
Right.
But like it was very weird. And I want to say, you know what's weird? I think it was by my thumb. And look at the lines on my thumb. They're burnt. That isn't normal.
Right.
Like so.
So now, before she read your palm, did you talk to her at all?
No. So that because I purposely didn't talk to her because I thought it was all bullshit even back then.
Right.
Like I ain't saying fucking shit to her. I didn't say one thing. I'm
Steal
a
my
straight
soul.
face. Yeah, straight face. I'm going to see if she could really do this shit.
Right.
And she didn't. I mean, she didn't. She asked what my name was. I told her my name. And she was like, is Eric, I remember her saying Eric, is Eric significant to you? I was like, nope, don't know an Eric.
Right.
You're full of shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, the whole, And I was like,
How about Todd?
I was like, this is Todd Tyler? She was like, no, not a Todd Tyler. I was like, oh, okay. I know Todd Tyler.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just was like, this is complete bullshit. But the one thing that stuck with me was the whole engineer thing. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But who knows? I mean,
Well, the only reason I asked that is because at work, especially without knowing, like if they're a patient that comes all the time, every year and shit, like you obviously know what they do, but sometimes we know, and like we know who engineers are just based on how they act.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. I mean, because it's, they want to know how everything works.
Okay.
Or these have a double hinge. Blah, 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 blah. So you know, and it's they want a breakdown of everything and how.
I'm not one of those, by the way.
But
Skeed, what was your palm reading?
if you couldn't hear him, he said, "I can't remember what I ate yesterday, let alone 20 years ago." I agree, Geed.
That is very true.
But. So it's not that I don't believe. Like I said, I think the world's weird, and there's some, weird shit that goes on. And I don't know if anybody has any good experiences or bad experiences. Hit us up and let us know, because I think it's super interesting.
I'd love to know it.
Yeah,
I'd love to know. Like if somebody's out there that has like gone to a medium, and like I don't know, maybe they like open their eyes to something. That'd be cool as shit to hear about.
Right. So I don't know. I believe in everything until I can't believe it because I see it with my own eyes or whatever it is.
Here's the thing. And this is a flaw or maybe whatever you want to call it. But like, unfortunately, I don't know, the way my brain is wired, I'm like a guilty until proven innocent guy. Which sucks.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But I don't just apply
I
that
hope
to
you're
crime.
not on my jury.
I don't apply that just
did
it. Tell me, prove to me he didn't.
Yeah.
You
Nope,
know?
he did it. Listen,
like-
he was in another state. Nope, did it.
But like, I don't apply that just to crimes. But I'm saying like even with a medium, like you're full of shit until you can prove to me you're not. You know?
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Headphone.
Oh my god.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Flip it the other way. I mean, these headphones are not that difficult.
Hang on. Let me put the mic down.
These headphones are not that difficult, and these guys just continually have issues.
Got it. Easy peasy.
Oh, he had to take them off his head.
It's like a Rubik's Cube.
But anyway,
That's literally
I'm
a Rubik's
guilty
Cube.
until proven innocent.
Well, I'm nothing until you're nothing.
Well,
I don't even know what that means, but anyway, yeah, so mediums are cool, and life's cool, if you think about it. Sometimes you got to.
all right, my turn.
What
I
do you
want
got?
to look at my notes.
What you were going to say whenever we were talking about having sex?
Oh, about is she good in bed?
Yeah.
I wanted to say, does that even matter?
No.
And who are we? Okay, so just to bring everybody up to speed. So prior to going on the air, we were talking about girls and our significant others or past significant others.
No, we were straight up talking about who we said we were going to talk about, but this episode isn't over, so we can still talk about it.
Okay, all right. That's why I wasn't bringing it up.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Project X, and Geek goes, well, at least was she good in bed? And Duck was like, yeah. And I was like, well, before I said it, I was like, you know what, I'll save it for the pod. But what I wanted to say was, how the fuck, who are we to judge?
Right. That's what I don't ever get.
Like, somebody says, are they good in bed? And, like, somebody answers, yeah.
Right.
But what if they only, like, do missionary?
Right.
But that's your thing.
Yeah.
And
So
they're good in
so
bed
think
for
it's
you.
right, yeah.
But, like, what a wild statement if you really think about it. Are they good in bed? Who the fuck are we to judge?
Well, you know what?
But what is good in bed? What is good in bed?
That's what I mean. Like, I can't tell you how many times, I've dated or, talked to a girl or met a girl at a bar or whatever, and they were like, oh, they just weren't good in bed. Like, one, what were they doing? What were they doing? What could you do possibly other than what you need to do?
This sounds ridiculous, but the only way you can be bad in bed, if I was single, is if we got in bed and you were a guy.
Yeah, right. Listen, I see a girl naked, and I'm gonna dominate and be great and do everything that I can in my power.
Yeah, you're gonna get to the end, and you're gonna get to the finish line, regardless.
Yeah, and I'm a generous lover too. So,
Oh God.
they arrive first, I come later.
Yeah, you wish.
We did talk about how orgasms aren't real, but
Yeah.
last step. But no, I never understood that. They should be like, oh, he was just not good in bed. Like what? Like how do you not have you not watched every video on Pornhub to learn anything?
Well, I don't understand. Again,
That's what I mean. I don't
how
know.
can you be bad?
I don't know. So again, if anybody you are out there, girls especially,
I'd love to know.
me too. Like what do they do? Like
How are guys get bad in bed?
that's what I mean. There's one clear maneuver.
Yeah, it's in and out, man. It's so easy.
Right.
Maybe we're just that good at it.
I tell you what, you have 2 kids. No, I'm not. Well, I don't
I
know.
was good at it twice.
Yeah. The 2 times you had sex in your marriage.
That was the last time.
First and last. Yeah, so I don't get that. So if people could respond to that, especially girls, because I'd love to know. I'd love to know what
That
was
is
your
what I
bad-
wanted to talk about.
I
But
would love to know your bad experience.
the other random thing I wanted to get into was I just looked at my notes and I actually laughed internally because this is what my note reads. Geed wrecking his quad by getting clotheslined off of it by a branch. That shit hurt,
bro. We should get that made on a shirt.
That shit hurt, bro. He did. He got fucked up. We don't really need to get into it. It was just a hilarious note that I read. But one thing I wanted to get into is, so for those of you that don't know, I live near the high school, and I have, and I noticed it even more so today because it's their graduation and kids were getting out early, and we're not that old, right? We're not that old.
I feel like life's over in a couple days.
Well, I don't, but I yell at kids driving. It's my foot.
Yeah.
I yell at kids driving out of the school.
Yeah.
Constantly. Like I'm 75 years old. I scream at them.
On your porch reading your newspaper.
I have actually contemplated on getting a bucket of tennis balls that I could throw at them when I'm in the fucking driveway.
Why don't you just put a speed bump out there?
I'd love to. But they drive so fucking fast out of school, right? So the one day, I literally pulled out in front of a kid. I pulled out. Like, I heard him coming. He had a pipe on his car. Heard him coming. I just so happened to be going to, like, pick up Marlo from the babysitter or whatever. I backed out on the road, blocked him. He shit his pants. I'm pretty sure he shit his pants. Some redheaded kid. If you're listening to this, you'll remember this. So I block him.
Listening to this.
I block him. Literally back my truck across the road. He can't go anywhere. He's looking at me like, now, granted, he had to slam on his brakes. He's like, what the fuck, man? Look it out. He was real tough. He was real fucking tough.
Yeah.
So I pull up alongside of him, and I pointed him the whole time, out of my window, like, don't you fucking move. Pull up next to him, his window's down. I'm like, hey, bud, what do you think the speed limit is here? And he goes, 35. I said, it's fucking 20.
Right.
He goes, well, I don't go over 20. I said, you just said it was 35.
Yeah.
So you go at least 35 then?
Yeah, right.
He was like, no, I don't even go that fast. I said, you literally came out of there and I heard your tires screech. You're flying.
Right. Yeah.
Slow the fuck down. I got 2 kids. I go into the whole dad mode.
Yeah.
So I drive off and my fucking blood's boiling. But then I calm down and I yell at people constantly. Like literally every day I'm out, some asshole comes fucking flying. And oddly enough, it's more parents than anything.
Yeah.
So I'm freaking out, right? But I started doing some reflection on myself. And I was like, man, I'm such a douchebag because I can remember, and this is another story that involves Geed. We were leaving school. Was it after a game, Geed? Whenever it was after a basketball game, and Geed was in his old like fucking turquoise Cavalier, yeah, with a fucking bra on the front of it, and we came out of there flying out of that same road, flying. It was snowing. and Geed fucking yanked the e-brake. I'll never forget this, dude. Yanked the e-brake, slid legitimate Tokyo Drift style.
Listen, Guy just said I'll never forget this, but 2 minutes ago he said I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. But, dude, he hit this fucking e-brake, slid legitimate sideways down Baker Road.
Power slide.
Caught it, put his e-brake back down, caught it, tried to, he oversteered.
Yeah.
Caught it, went directly into the fucking mailbox that is now my neighbor, and launched this mailbox 50 yards into these pine trees that are...
We slid on the other side. There was a car coming up the road.
Yeah, right. So he had to oversteer.
The other way into the mailbox.
Right. So he oversteered because
Oh,
a car
boy.
was coming, and he fucking his car finally caught the pavement, directed us right in this mailbox, and we just left. And I'm thinking of that, and I'm like, man, I'm such a hypocrite.
Yeah,
Because,
we're
like,
idiots.
20 years ago, I was doing the same shit.
Yeah, worse probably.
Yeah, they're
This
not
dude
nearly
just-
as,
this
they're not
dude
nearly as cool as we were.
This dude's just getting out of school trying to race home to play fucking PlayStation 5.
Although, how about those high school kids that were at golf Thursday?
Yeah, good for them.
Living
man.
the dream, man.
I hope they ditch school because that'd be even cooler to ditch school and golf. But those kids, they had 8 beers total between
They
the
let
four
us
of them.
play through us. They were like, you guys can go ahead, take your time, we're in no hurry. They were just like,
I
just
hate
so happy to
I
be there.
hate that though because I hate teeing off in front of people I don't know, and I instantly duffed it.
Yeah, you did. Enjoy. I roped mine.
Yeah, they probably thought I looked so cool stepping up there, being so cool, and then they did that. They're like, "Fuck that dude."
They were too busy. They had 6 cigarettes, 2
No,
fucking
that's-
cigars.
Yeah.
They had 6 cigarettes, 2 cigars, and 7 beers.
The
And
cigarettes
7
weren't
regular-
even full; they were from their parents' ashtray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They stole everything.
I
from
used
their
to do
parents.
that.
And then cut to hole 8, and they come down that hill, and you hear, "Arrgh!"
Don't forget the fucking Jolly Ranchers, bro. why you bringing Jolly Ranchers on a golf course?
They
Were
probably had
laced?
weed in them.
Yeah, that's sweet. I should have got some off them. Yeah, they were sweet though. Good for them, man. If you guys are listening, you're not. You will be. We loved you. Hopefully, we'll see you out there again.
For sure.
Play you. Match play.
Fucking match play 101.
Rip. Die. Murder. Kill.
So
Fuck. Farts.
what else you got, man? What else you got going on?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up. Grando, the winner of free bet last week.
Yeah, he won. I was
Uh-huh.
actually just going to go into golf too, but that's good.
Okay. Well, let's go.
No,
to
no,
golf.
go ahead. You go.
So, shout out Grando got another free bet. If you guys listened to the previous episode, Doc offered up a $100 free bet, and then he felt bad because we only gave Grando 50, so we gave Grando another 50 to make it even. He bet on Spieth top 10 last week. Obviously, that hit, so we paid out Grando $115 to Grando's pocket. Grando, again, thank you for all your support, all the kind words. Like every time we see Grando, he'll text me and Doc separately. Totally appreciate it. It's awesome.
Right.
We're happy you hit one of those bets.
Yeah, that's awesome.
By the way, we had a pretty good week.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about because we all know, if you listen, which this is another thing. A girl I work with that just had a baby. She was on leave. She came back, and I had to go help out at the other practice that I used to work at. And she was there helping as well. And she was like, how's the podcast going? And I was like, well, it's pretty good. And she goes, yeah, I just, I started that first episode, and it was just golf. So I got, I stopped listening. I'm like, it's literally 20% of what we talk about. So I'm glad we're talking about it at the end.
At the end, yeah. Very rarely do we.
Yeah, because you could just turn it off now if you don't want to hear it. But as you know, if you do listen, you know the hate I have for Patrick fucking Cantley. Stupid looking dumb motherfucker, I swear to God.
Beat the brakes off him.
Oh, beat those fucking bricks off him. And I don't know if I'll ever bet him again because I can't stand him. Whenever I do, he misses the cut, blah, blah, blah. But I capped a sheet this week, and I had him the number 1 ranked golfer. And he's currently
leading.
tied for first with 8 with Rom. And
Rom finished. Rom still got holes to play, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, he's only through 13. But still, the fact that Patrick fucking Cantley is leading, it just irritates the shit out of me. Like, it's like I can't fucking win at anything right now. Life, anything. It's so, like I'm so.
No, but
My blood is boiling. Like I can feel myself getting red right now.
you are getting red. I'm watching him get red.
Dude, listen. Fuck you, Patrick. You fucking piece of shit.
But in general, last week, I know our free picks, they weren't what they were, but our sheet overall did
Yeah,
well.
I think the free picks were 4 and 10 or 5 and 10 or something. I think you might have lost a unit or two. Tringali,
Fucked us.
yeah, that was one that would have really turned the tides. But yeah, it's still overall doing well. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys aren't going to want to jump on it, but it was funny. When I found out Emily was such a big fan, I reached out to her and, I was like, hey, she's one of the only ones that shares it, other than like Grando.
Yeah, and boom.
And boom.
Boom.
And the Noes. So I reached out to her and said, hey, what do you know about betting? And she's like, oh, not much other than, my roulette plays. If I go to the casino, I said, hey, cool. I'm going to give you a free bet just for doing this. And she goes, well, I won't know. I'm like, you don't have to know. I'll talk you through it. And who cares? You could pick a guy that's name you like or whatever. And it doesn't matter if you like golf or listen to golf or whatever. It's still free money. So, so do it. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. And I don't want to talk about it anymore because I fucking hate you, Patrick Cantley, so much, dude.
Who did she bet?
It wasn't this week because I was going to do it for Boom. Then Boom didn't get back to me because he was working so much. But next week we'll do it for Emily. And Emily, thank you again for being so awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, overall the sheet's doing decent. But fuck that. Fuck everybody. Fuck golf.
We're going to have to start talking about something else.
Yeah, I can't talk about it. We could talk about Safe Moon. Buy that. Go to the moon with Safe Moon. Even though it would be, like, we could tell people to buy it, but they won't know how because it's impossible. But
it is impossible to buy.
On the 15th, it should be a lot easier. But if you guys invest in crypto, looking at Safe Moon, they're doing a lot of cool shit. What could be a million? Actually, don't get it because I want to be rich and not you. So
yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that me and Doc own 150 million coins.
Actually, I'm up to 165 million.
You're at 165 million.
Yeah, 165,203,166.34.
I think the last time I checked, I was at 87 million or something.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing that's cool about SafeMoon is the reflections. If someone sells, you get part of their share. So
right.
I actually took a screenshot yesterday just to see how many free things I got. Let me swipe through all these screenshot text from Death Missile that I sent to Andy. At 164,910 or 164,910,000. So
you actually gained 1 million coins?
300,000.
Damn.
In one day. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, so buy that shit. We haven't really talked about stocks. I'm done with the stock market. It's just it's
too volatile right now, man.
Yeah, it's gonna crash sooner or later. Those of you that got in on AMC, congratulations. It's a GME, 2.0. Well, mine is 2.0 because it didn't do as good. I don't know.
Close.
But yeah, so good for you guys. But yeah, if you're into crypto, look at getting SafeMoon. If you guys need the tutorial on how to buy it, let us know.
Reach out to us.
If
it is
not,
a pain in the ass, but
yeah, I mean it is the first time you do it. But once you do it, it's really easy. But if not,
listen, it's trading at like what 0.000 like 505. Like you can for $60 you can get like 1 million coins.
Right. And so the thing that's cool is, I can't remember if we talked about it or not, but I own $90,000 worth of Bitcoin at 1,400.
Yeah.
And if I would have sold at the high, I would have had like 5.8 million. So I'm not going to go and do that again. But I got
sell it to peak this time.
I got it so low here that even if it reached 1 cent, Bitcoin's up to what, 39,000. Even if it reaches 1 cent, that's 1.6 million. So that'd be cool.
Could you imagine?
10 cents. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be jacking off donkeys backwards.
What?
I buy a farm of donkeys.
A farm of donkeys to jack them off backwards?
Because what do you do with that kind of money?
I don't think I would jack off a bunch of donkeys.
I'm just saying, listen, I don't have a lot.
I mean, you could do that. You're right. When you have that money. But I feel like you could also do that money with $16 in your bank account.
How much does a donkey cost nowadays?
I don't know, probably $8.
So I could get 2 on a farm. $16 ain't buying me a farm.
Well, you could at least get 2. You only got 2 hands.
True. very true. That's
fuck,
that's
man.
economics 101 right
It's
there.
economics, dude.
Holy shit.
Why buy more donkeys when we only got two hands?
There's 24 hours in the day, though. How long does it take off the jack off a donkey?
I don't know. If they're like geed, 2 minutes.
If you had to guess how long it took off the jack off the can you jack off a donkey?
Google it. See if it comes out.
All right.
Can you jack off? Of course you can.
Oh, great. Now
I feel like a horse.
I'm going to go
like,
right
I've
into
seen,
Google.
like,
It's already going to be in there.
I feel like you.
'Cause they're
I've seen
listening.
like horse like breeding things, and it's minutes.
Jack.
You're asking, can you jack off a donkey?
Yeah.
No, you should ask how long it takes.
I think cops are going to be in here. Nothing. They can't do it. There's nothing.
I'm sure there's a porn video of somebody jacking off a donkey.
Reddit came up. If your Uncle Jack helped you jack off a horse, jerk off donkey, extreme porn video.
Told you.
I'll watch that when you guys leave. If you know what I'm saying.
Let's see how long the video is.
No, I'm too scared to click on any of these, to be honest with you. But what I'm saying is, we already talked about this. I would do crazy shit if I won, and I didn't really think I'd go to that extent, but I just thought about it, and I
Just at
couldn't
least
imagine.
2 donkeys.
Listen, I couldn't imagine.
Even if it took you all day, you'd be jacked.
True, just 2 huge forearms, quagmire forearms.
Quagmire forearms.
I mean, could you imagine, like, if I won that, and because I would probably just leave and not talk to anybody for a little while, and
Who are you, Dave Chappelle?
yeah, and then I'd hit you up, and I'd be like, yeah, and you'd be like, what the fuck, where are you in, man? And I send you the coordinates to my ranch.
Shawshank the Redemption.
Yeah, I send you the coordinates to my ranch, and you show up.
And I just leave my family.
Yeah, and there's me just fucking working on 2 donkeys. Giant donkey ranch. 60 of them just grazing.
And it's nowhere. It's like up on the hill and Quip.
Yeah. Yeah, nowhere cool.
And you don't even have like a full acre. You got about a quarter acre
Yeah,
in between 2 row houses. You're jacking off donkeys.
Oh, man. I think that would be great. I mean, what else?
What'd you do with 16 million? Well, this is it.
I mean, well, I was just 1.6.
Oh, okay.
60 million. Holy fuck.
Listen, in a year, if that thing goes to a penny,
I think it'll be.
would you sell? At a penny, would you
Penny
sell?
is 1.6. I'd take half and then leave the other half in there.
Take what, 800 grand? And,
Yeah, or 500,000 or whatever.
Like I said, I would take if it ever were to, skyrocket and get on the Dogecoin type meme trajectory.
Right.
I would get to a point where I could pay off debt,
Yeah,
pay off that debt and leave it. And, leave it. Because, like we were talking about, with the minimal upfront investment that we have in these,
Yeah, it's nothing.
like total, you're 900, I'm like 400.
Right.
So we're $1,300 in with the potential to make $60 million and buy all the donkeys we want.
Yeah, and that's only for 10 cents.
Right.
So, or that's at a penny.
If it went to $1, oh my God, we'd
So
be dead.
I'd
We'd be dead.
Well,
If it goes to $1, I'm getting on the first spaceship, Elon Musk spaceship to Mars.
I'm buying up all the toad venom and that planet Earth has. to
Just buy a
offer.
toad farm.
Yeah,
Jack off a bunch of fucking toads.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm
Isn't that how they make it?
Yeah, just jacking off a ton of animals, like, and not in like a weird way, like a
Scientific way. So
Scientific
you can drop it and
Because does
see if you
anybody
go to a
know
different dimension.
what Donkey Kong does? No, I'll
I'm
find out.
Sure, somebody does.
Yeah, you're right. I'll look that up next.
It makes
but
more retarded donkeys.
you
There
can't-
was a donkey. I can't say that. I
Yeah,
know.
you can't say that.
I'll
We just
cut
talked
it.
about that.
I know.
Don't cut it. I want everybody to think you're the worst one, not me.
But listen, there was a donkey down where our camp is in Greene County. I'm pretty sure, and Abby will probably yell at me for forgetting this, but I'm pretty sure his name was Dale.
How much did you choke on my fucking sip?
I'm
Holy
telling you,
fuck.
what a great name for a donkey.
Dale the donkey.
Dale the donkey.
I name.
They had a fucking basset hound. His name was Marvin.
I mean, if I had those 2 donkeys, I'd name the one Dale and the one Junior.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Cut their little mustaches somehow.
Only wear fucking.
So speaking of fucking crazy animals and shit, when I lived in Tennessee, R.I.P. Tennessee, when I lived there.
What do you mean, RP? It's doing fine.
Yeah, booming. It's actually booming.
It's actually better.
When I lived there, the apartments we lived in, there was this giant like ranch next to us, and they bred zebra camel hybrids.
What?
Yeah, Zambles.
Zambles.
Zambras.
Wait a minute.
No,
Kebras.
Yeah. I swear to
Kebras
God,
or
yeah.
Zamels?
Both. I swear to God, ask Mom. She probably won't remember. She's
It doesn't
dumb.
even make any sense.
No,
For
I
what?
don't. Listen, that dude probably won 1.6 million. It was like, anything's possible.
He was on the early side of crypto. He was like, listen, I'm just going to, I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and now he's probably dead, but
Yeah, because of Zamel killed him.
fucking crazy Zamel. I mean,
They're probably running wild around fucking
Right.
Tennessee.
I mean, like if you bred like a cat and a dog, like big deal. But
Cat
a
dog.
fucking
Nickelodeon already did that.
yeah, exactly. A camel and a zebra. I couldn't think of two more. I mean, that'd be like a giraffe and a rhino. I might buy a ton of rhinos too. Ride around those motherfuckers.
You know you could pay to hunt them?
I wouldn't hunt them. I'd preserve them. I want to preserve everything. I'm going to create my own Jurassic Park, but with regular animals.
So, a nature preserve?
Yeah.
They exist.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get some lions, some tigers, and some bears.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I
See?
knew it.
What else would I get? Cockatoo. What's that? Is that a bird?
It's a bird.
Yeah. Is it big?
It's the white bird. No, it's the white bird that, like, usually headbangs to shit.
Toucan. I want the toucan.
That's a Fruit Loops guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd feed it Fruit Loops. And I call them toucan.
You probably kill it.
You probably can't do those things, Fruit Loops. But yeah, so get into that. Win money. Let's buy donkeys. It'll be
Yeah,
sweet.
man. Get into saving. Get into crypto. Jesus Christ.
Bunch of fucking donkeys.
By the way, this is not financial. This is not financial advice.
Well, at that point, I think it can be because you're not spending a lot of money. It's not dropping 20K into INO, which you should have because it's up 40%. But hey, whatever. What do I know? A lot. Or nothing. That's why I'm single.
Are you up 40% on it?
I got out because I'm done. I'm done with stocks, dude. I can't do it anymore. You need we talked about this yesterday when I was at
Yeah,
your
but you
house.
look at it more of like a day thing. You need to just put it in and leave it.
I know, but like 10% on 10 grand's not that much money.
Well, I understand that, but like, if it's 10% over the last 30 days and it goes up 400% in a year,
But I mean, that's rare.
not nowadays. I feel like every
Yeah, but it's
fucking
gonna
stock-
crash soon, so I'm gonna wait till the
The
crash.
stock market already did crash. It crashed the last 3 months.
Dude, there's still a lot of stuff that's going.
Not really.
I literally INO is that it's like all time.
Yeah, but
high.
INO just came on the market, or just became like a big thing in the last month.
No, you don't.
Look at the Dow. Look at the Dow over the last.
I don't look at
60
that. I
days.
don't know how to do that. I just do it my way.
What do you mean you don't know how to do that? It's literally the top of that fucking page.
I have the fucking air on 66. What is going on? Why is my blood boiling?
It's so hot in here.
I'm dying. I think I'm dying. Is the air? It might not work. She probably fucking.
She
She
disconnected.
probably
She took the
fucking
batteries out
disconnected
of
it. God damn it. So inconveniencing. We talked about that. She stole the chair from outside, which was hers, so she can have it. But how am I going to smoke 6? I mean, I still can, but I'm annoyed. And now she stole the AC.
That was the point. That was a great thing by her. Great move by Project X.
Didn't think she was that smart. Fucking idiot, but she is. I just know over these next couple days I'm going to be so inconvenienced by a lot of shit, and I'm starting to get really worried.
Did she take your forks?
I mean, you saw me, like, before we got in the air, just kind of wandering around, like, meandering, like,
Yeah.
aimlessly.
Did she take your forks?
I'm scared to look.
Look right now.
I mean, I haven't eaten 6 days, so it doesn't even matter.
Look around. What do you eat, by the way?
I said, you look at my fridge, man. They should
Your
make.
head.
They
It's your
should.
head.
They should make these the same length. Nope, never in there.
If you're anything like me, like my wife and kids are gone, I had Wendy's for lunch, and I met my dad. Me and Geed
My geed.
Me and Geed met my dad and Guy for dinner.
You know what's fucking mind blowing? This.
Are those chopsticks?
Yeah. And
Why?
I don't know how to use chopsticks, and I know she doesn't because she's.
Well, nobody does. That just means you get a bunch of takeout Chinese.
Listen, bud. I don't know where these came from.
Takeout Chinese.
It's
You
like
never
she
got-
brought stuff back in that I didn't need.
She took other shit and brought shit. That's how she inconvenienced you, by putting shit in that you don't need.
I swear to God to you, dude. I don't know where these came from. We only get Chinese from one place, and they don't give you chopsticks.
You relax. She didn't do that. So
Who
anyway,
did that? Man, I don't know. Let me check this.
it's fine. Is the gas running?
Actually, I hope so.
And light a cig.
You see my my light doesn't work in there. It burnt out.
Get a new fucking light bulb.
Not now.
Really, fuck it.
Stupid idiot thing. Well, maybe I should leave this open and cool it down in here.
Well, hey, ducks on the mend.
No, I'm not.
Appreciate everybody.
Text me. Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Let's get
do some
together.
crazy shit. Oh, speaking of which, you dumb motherfuckers. I asked for somebody to take me to Corella And no one did.
No one did. Well, you, in their defense, you did watch it in bed and spill a beer all over yourself.
That's half true. I watched it on the couch and then went to sleep and woke up with a beer spilled all over me.
Okay.
So, but thank God they had it on Disney Plus because I could watch it here, and it was awesome. So if you didn't see it,
By the way, you didn't have to spend $30. You said you had to buy it for $30.
Yeah, Premier Access or some shit.
Don't you have Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm.
But even if with Disney Plus,
Yeah,
it's
it's like a Premiere because it's in the theaters now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
stupid, but it was good. So if you like that shit, and love Emma Stone, so awesome. But yeah, we're going past our time like we always do.
Well, listen. This was impromptu. We wanted to get something out to you guys. We wanted to touch base. We wanted to give you a little update on Rick and wife's situation. I saw wife's summer started today, so congratulations. Hope
Her
you have,
summer started today.
well, she's a teacher,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes sense. It didn't, but
Yeah.
now it does.
so she's a teacher. So hopefully she's just. I mean, knowing her, she's probably doing something like summer school or something.
Yeah, like whenever she was vacuuming the entire house, she was vacuuming the ceiling.
Yeah, like just fucking relax.
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
Well, whatever.
She can't. But
No.
anyway, again, just to circle back, congratulations, Rick and wife. We love you guys. Congratulations to Grando for the free bet. Also, hopefully we can get this video going so we can do a little wine tasting and really showcase like the wines I've already had, Simona Imports, and what Grando got going on over there. It's cool as shit that he started that business. You know, I think it's tapping a market that kind of exists already, but it not as affordable as Grando has it, which is cool as shit. You're getting like wine from the motherland.
Yum. I like that. I like that a lot. I
like
can't
it a
wait
lot.
because we got wine here. Geet ain't even fucking cracked into yet.
We gotta have a good little glass here.
But yeah, so sweet Rick, love you fucking man. You're the fucking greatest, dude. I really, really appreciate everything. Love what you guys are doing.
He had a great round of golf this week too. I still beat him by one. But
Yeah, he's playing well. Probably, I don't know why. Who knows? He's running on a high. Fucking baby,
He is, man.
Baby high. But yeah. So as always for me, Emma, love you. Future wife, fuck you because love isn't real. So. Just kidding. Love you still. You're the fucking best. Can't wait to never know you in the future. If you did see the future, would you tell me about my future wife?
yeah.
So you would only tell me. No one else anything.
No, I would only tell you.
That's sweet.
I would have already stopped you from saying it.
Yeah, okay.
Saying future wife.
Makes sense. Holy shit. You just mediumed me.
I know, right?
Full circle. Till the next time, nerds.
Cheers. All right, shout out our producer, Geed. He's asleep on the couch. Love him. And thank you all you guys again for sharing and listening and all that other stuff. We got some feedback from some other people that I talked to in the last week or so. So appreciate all the love. We're getting there, man. Slowly but surely. So keep an eye out for video. Keep an eye out for next week's free picks on our Instagram. We released our free picks for this week, the Memorial Tournament that's going on right now. It's doing very well. So just stay involved, man. Hit us up. Let us know. If you're a medium out there or you had a medium experience, let us know. Or let Duck know. And let Duck know what medium you use so he can go to her or him. But we love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.